Hello there, and welcome. Today we're going to gently walk through a really neat idea in math called equivalent fractions. It might sound a little fancy, but I promise it's actually super simple, and we'll figure it out together. So, let's get started.
Let's begin with a little puzzle. Just look at these two fractions here, 1/2 and 2/4. The numbers are different, right? 1 and 2 on top, 2 and 4 on the bottom. But here's the big question. Could they actually mean the exact same thing? Let's find out.
Okay, first things first. To answer that question, we need to understand the main idea. So, what in the world are equivalent fractions?
Here it is, nice and simple. And I'll say this part slowly so it really sinks in. Equivalent fractions are just fractions that look different, but they mean the very same amount. That's the key. It's not about the numbers you see, it's about the value they represent.
Now, a definition is one thing, but actually seeing it makes everything click, doesn't it? So to really get this, we're going to use an example that I think we can all appreciate. Pizza.
So picture this. You've got a yummy pizza and you slice it right down the middle into two big equal pieces. Now, if you take one of those slices to eat, how much of the pizza is that?
That's right, you ate one slice out of the two total slices, and as a fraction, we write that as 1/2. Simple enough.
Okay, let's hit rewind. Imagine it's the very same pizza. But this time, instead of two big slices, you cut it into 4 smaller equal slices. And you're hungry, so you eat 2 of those smaller slices. This time, you ate 2 slices out of a total of 4. So the fraction we write for that is 2/4. Makes sense, right?
And here's the cool part. Think about it. In both scenarios, did you eat more pizza one way or the other? Nope. You ate the exact same amount of pizza. So even though the fractions 1/2 and 2/4 look different, their value is identical. They are equivalent fractions.
Let's try one more quick one, just to make sure this is crystal clear. This time, we'll swap the pizza for a healthy, crisp apple. Okay, so you take your apple and slice it into 3 equal pieces. If you eat just one of those pieces, you've eaten 1/3 of the apple. But what if you took that same apple and were extra careful, slicing it into 6 smaller equal pieces, and then you ate 2 of them? What fraction would that be? You got it, 2/6. And just like our pizza, you can see it's the exact same amount of apple, right? So 1/3 and 2/6 are just different names for the same amount. They are equivalent.
So seeing it with food is great, but how can we figure this out without having to draw pictures every time? Well, there's a really simple rule for this, and we're going to check it out right now.
This is what I like to call the golden rule. And it's so easy. It's this. Whatever you do to the top number of a fraction, we call that the numerator, you have to do the exact same thing to the bottom number, which we call the denominator. So if you multiply the top by 2, you have to multiply the bottom by 2. That's it. Let's take our golden rule and connect it right back to our pizza. We started with 1/2. Now, if we multiply both the top number and the bottom number by 2, let's see, 1 times 2 is 2, and 2 times 2 is 4. And just like that, we get 2/4. It's the same equivalent fraction we found with our pizza. It works!
You know, it's always nice to have a little trick to remember things, so I want to leave you with one final, friendly thought to help this idea stick in your mind.
I just love this way of thinking about it. Equivalent fractions are like twins. They might look a little different when you write them down. I mean, 1/2 and 2/4 don't look the same, but their value, what they're truly worth, is a perfect match.
So, now I'll leave you with a gentle challenge. Using that golden rule, can you think of another fraction that's equivalent to 1/3? Just remember our rule. Whatever you do to the top, you do the same to the bottom. Thank you so much for joining me today. Keep being curious.